organic cookies from the Tool House or cookie recipe. So here's all the ingredients. Let's get started. First, you're going to start with 2 cups of flour and...
Can I do that?
Now this might be a little bit tricky and this is messy, so get an adult. So you're going to do 2 long 4 cups of flour. You're done with the flour. Now you're going to take your teaspoons. You're gonna take your teaspoon.
Can I do that part?
And you're gonna have some baking soda.
Can I do that?
And you're just
Can
gonna
I do it?
put a teaspoon of baking soda
Why can I do it?
in with your flour. This is the last ingredient in this bowl that we're gonna have to mix it up. So with the salt, you might want to do this over the bowl. It kind of gets a little messy. Pour it slowly. It's easier if you pour slowly. If you pour it fast, it'll get all over the place.
Can I do it?
And now you're going to gently stir it with a fork. My assistant will do that.
Do I do it?
My assistant's a little off today, so. And the next part. In the next bowl, you're gonna take your 1 1/4. You're gonna take your 1 1/4 and do 3 1 1/4 cups of sugar in here. 3 of them. These are not so sugary as you think, because yeah, these are not so sugary. So you don't have to worry about all the sugar, and all of these are organic. I did brown sugar, and next we're gonna need 1 teaspoon. Sorry, my assistant's a little crazy today. So you're gonna wanna do this over the bowl. It does get a little bit messy, so you're gonna want to do the very, very top. Even if it fills, that's why I said onto the very, very top. Okay, that's good. We're also gonna need 2 eggs, so I'll be right back. So we got our eggs here. You're just gonna need 2 of them. You're just gonna crack them.
Can I do it?
And cracking eggs is a little bit hard, so I recommend you do this with an adult.
Yeah, Alyssa. I did it with Mom and I accidentally got it.
I reckon you do this with an adult. These cookies, as I told you before, do get messy, so I highly recommend cleaning up your kitchen, because you're going to have to clean again after you make these cookies. So we got our eggs in there. You always want to check for like little eggshells. It looks like we're good. So we're going to pour it into here.
You have to stir that.
Just like that. And let's go see if our butter's ready. I think we got everything in here. So assistant, can you stir this all up?
With this?
Mm-hmm. And I used a fork or knife to stir the flour and the salt and the baking soda up. If you use like a mixer or something, it won't work, and the flour just get all over the place. So you're just gonna stir gently with a fork, not super gently. And after she's done mixing with that, we'll come right back. After she's done mixing with that, we're gonna show you how to pour the flour in and how you or pour this in, and how you should do it, and a good way to do it. So after she's done doing that, we'll come right back. And you're gonna have to get all the side stuff. You're gonna have to put all of the side stuff. You're gonna have to like scoop your mixer around. Oh, this does work with like a spoon or something. Just I'm using a mixer. It's much easier for me. And it looks like we're ready to pour this. And you should.
Can I pour it?
No. And you should wash your hands before you do this because it has a line touching the stuff. So I put the flour into a big bowl and put the liquids into a small bowl and kind of make like a well with your fingers into flour. Because you're gonna pour it in and then start from the middle and then kind of just add the outsides in. It's super simple. If you don't understand, I'm gonna demonstrate it. So you're only gonna pour in a little bit at a time because if you pour in a lot, this stuff gets super thick. So I had to learn that the hard way.
Can I mix it? Can I mix it?
So you're gonna, no, you don't know how to.
I know
it's a special way you have to mix it. So you're gonna start from the middle, kind of just like bring the outsides in. See all that stuff right there? That's perfect cookie dough. And you might be seeing, where's the chocolate chips? We're gonna add them in at the end. And you just put it there, and this takes a lot of arm strength too, so build up those muscles.
How can I do it? You can do all of it. You're doing all the work.
As I told you before, this does get super, super thick. And if there's just like this, then you're gonna want to take it and bring it all in, and kind of like you're doing a soup. You don't want to like do this. You want to kind of like bring it into the middle, because it won't splash around. Because if you do it like this with soup, you won't splash around. That's my little tip for soup. And now you're gonna kind of mix it in, since all the flour is in the middle. And at the end, you're gonna have to use a spoon. You're gonna have to use a spoon to get it.
Can I do it?
You're gonna have to use a spoon
Can I do it?
to get it, because this doesn't get all of the stuff. So you're just gonna have to, and the spoon's much easier anyway, so. And this does kind of get messy. I have to just mix this a little bit of flour into my perfect cookie dough. Just a little bit more. Now we're going to add the secret ingredient called chocolate chip cookies. It's what really makes the cookie dough like cookies. And this does get messy. It's a few times before. So first you're going to have to taste it, my favorite part.
Can I taste it too?
Let me taste it.
I want to taste it.
These taste better than chocolate chip cookies. You're gonna have to pour half a bag because every cookie has to have chocolate chip. That's my rule. And so this cookie dough is resistible. Everybody tried to eat it in my family. As you see, my sister is trying to eat it. She sounds like a duck when she does that. You're gonna have to pour about half a bag, because my rule is every cookie has to have at least 2 chocolate chips. Hey, ignore my assistant, because she's being a weirdo. So you're gonna have to pour about half a bag. You're gonna have to sprinkle the chocolate chips around. We're gonna have tasty chocolate chips to make sure you're healthy. Okay, they're healthy.
Yeah.
And tell your parents you're gonna have to taste your chocolate chips to make sure they're good for your cookie.
I wanna mix them.
Sorry. And you can't use the mixer anymore because the cookie dough's too thick, so you're gonna have to use a spoon. So you're gonna get your coconut oil. As you might be wondering, we haven't used this, but now we're gonna use it. So you're gonna get some paper towels. You're gonna get some paper towels, dab it in the coconut oil, then smear it all around your pan. This will make the cookies like stick to your pan and break, because who likes bread cookies? So, oh, and this is my first video, so ever in the whole wide world, so don't forget to leave a like. So you're gonna spread this all around your pans, all around, even the edges where the cookie is not gonna go. You're gonna spread it all around. You might need an extra scoop, but 2 scoops is enough of coconut oil. So that's my rule. I have a bunch of rules about making cookies, and some of them are funny. So I think we got all of the pan. And this is the fun part. You're gonna have to stick your hands into the cookie dough. You're gonna have to stick your hands into the cookie dough and put it on the pan. It doesn't matter if it's big, small. It pretty much has to be medium, I guess. This might be a little bit gooey. It is. But the fun part is you're gonna have to lick your hands after to wash them. Who cares about washing them when it comes to cookie dough? It's my second rule.
Can I try?
And you're gonna make them, these are super sticky,
Can I try?
it's kind of hard to get them off your hands.
Can I try? Alyssa, can I do it?
You're just being a weird clown right now.
I want to do it.
Okay, my sister's gonna try. I have been having a bunch of experience.
Dad, I'm gonna do. What is? Hey, this is gonna be ooey gooey.
And you have to make sure you don't have to, but you have to make, in my opinion, you have to make sure every cookie dough has a chocolate chip. So I'm a professional, so my sisters may not look my assistant.
Yeah, dude,
She's
look.
my sister.
Look.
May not look like mine, but this is super gooey, so it's super hard to make it perfect. So these are super messy. My sister's still trying to steal chocolate chips. So now we're gonna put them in the oven. We already heated the oven up. It's okay. We don't have to heat it up again. So you're gonna get your oven mitts on. I always get my oven mitts on for safety. My dad never wants me to get burnt. So you're gonna put your oven mitts on. You're gonna put the cookies in first. It's all heated up. It's all heated up. You're gonna put them in there. And now you're gonna, so I'm gonna go all the way up to 10 minutes. All of this cookie dough is enough to make 3 batches. And there's 12 in each batch. You ought to know that. And everybody try. So the best thing to do while your cookies are baking is look at this mess. You know how it always used to be perfect? And it's like the spoons were over here, the pan was over here, the ingredients were over here, the bowls were over here. Now look what happened. We just, man. So we're gonna have to clean up yourself. If you do make these at home, I would suggest cleaning stuff up. You're gonna let them cool for 1 minute so they don't fall apart, because who likes falling apart cookies? These cookies are delicious, they're organic. They may look brown, but they're really good actually. In my opinion, they're better than chocolate chip cookie. They're really, really good. My favorite part of this video is trying the cookies. And you're gonna have to do this. You're gonna have to lick your fingers off. This is fun, messy, great for kids, I guess. And just a reminder, take the biggest one.
What? What? What?
These are super, super good.
Duh?
Everybody will want your cookies. If you want some cookies, I'm gonna sell some cookies around my neighborhood, and these taste super good. They're all organic. All the ingredients are organic. My opinions are better than chocolate chip cookie. It's $6 for a dozen, and the dozen is 12 cookies, and it's 50 cents just for one cookie. And for 6 cookies, it's $3. They're super, super cheap. They taste good. If you live in Colorado Springs or Denver, I'll drive up there with my dad and gonna sell you some. And don't forget to leave a like. Bye!